Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you're watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Three of Wands, virtue, right? This is kind of like your moral compass in a way. This is you knowing what the right thing is. And I think you're somebody that tries to always do the right thing, even when it's difficult, even when it's unpopular. Okay? It could be in your life right now, you are making one of those very difficult decisions. It could be that your moral compass is kind of like, it's broadening a little bit. It's giving you a little bit of flexibility. And it's like, where exactly do I want the arrow to land? Okay? Because this is a 3. It's not an ace, right? So to me, it kind of it's rather than it being very narrow, we're kind of giving ourselves a little bit more flexibility right now in life. Okay? Still kind of aiming in that direction, but if I get somewhere close to the target, that's going to be okay. All right? It doesn't have to be so precise right now. This card is not always an easy card. Like I said, sometimes there is opposition. Sometimes it's an unpopular opinion. Sometimes doing the right thing isn't going to feel good. We need to put this card into a little bit of context, okay? It could be that you are trying to manifest something. Like a 3 is a potential. It's something that's in motion, but it hasn't yet materialized. So let's see. Are we going to get our 4? Are we going to get the materialization? Let's put our thinking caps on here, okay? Next card, of course, is the thinking cap. It's the 2 of Swords. So we're considering maybe the efficacy of what we believe, what we feel to be the right thing. Okay, this is body, this is soul, this is spirit, all saying yes. And of course, there's a part of the mind that says, well, okay, it feels like the right thing. Everything is telling me to just do it, but am I going to do it? Is there going to be opposition? Here we have an Emperor. We have the World. There's the Ace of Wands, and there is the Death card. Okay? Transformation. Transformation. The world as it is, and then we have transformation. And we have, there's a couple different ways that transformation could go, right? On the path of the Serpent, we have the Art or Temperance card. We have a Prince of Swords, 5 of Wands, and there's the 4. Yeah, there's the 4. There's the materialization. Right? This might be really, how do we make really big changes? The Death card, slow and steady over time. It happens so imperceptibly that sometimes we think nothing's happening. There's no changes at all. And so maybe our moral compass is starting to wobble a little bit because we're just thinking, is what I'm doing actually making a difference? I'm doing the right thing. I feel like it. I feel like it's the right thing, but how come I'm not seeing any progress, right? Well, we're going from a 3 to a 4 of Wands, and I think that really is going to be very significant. But let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're just going to set this down right over here with Michael Scott right on top. And now we're not going to look at that card until the end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us our confirmation. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments. Let's take a look around the room. We've got major, 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 major. 4 major arcana energy seems to be the standard these days. We have your sort of autonomy, your agency, your authority. It is your will to wield, right? It is your life to control. It is your energy to direct. And there is nothing in the world that says you have to act responsibly or that you have to do a certain thing, right? You are the one holding the magic wand. And your life is yours to do what you will with it. Okay. We are trying to go from the world as it is. We're trying to make change. We're trying to obviously transform something, whether it's ourself or the world around us, right? And really there is not much difference between the two. And over here we have our art or temperance card. So the temperance card, this is the crucible. This is the alchemical retort. This is the situation that we put ourselves in so that we can change and grow. This is the difficult thing. It's the pressure cooker. And I think you're feeling like you are the pressure cooker. You know, that you're feeling this sort of pressure coming from inside of you that really is, trying to implement change, trying to grow and transform. Maybe you're trying to level up at your job, or you're trying to make progress with your physical health or your well-being or your creativity or your relationship, family, friends, finances, whatever it is. Doesn't matter, right? And we've got fire, 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 and a little bit of air. We don't have any water. We have air here too. We don't have any water. We don't have any earth. Because it doesn't really matter what you're doing. It's all about how and why. And I think the perception here is that, there's no pentacles. Change isn't happening. The only earth we have really is the world or the universe itself, and this is how it was yesterday. Where's the change? Where's the development? Where's the progress? Right? So I think what we're doing here, right here, is we're trying to do the right thing. We're trying to make choices in real time. In other words, what can we do right now to change something, right? Well, it's got to be a positive change because you have your virtue, right? So it's not just about a random change, a neutral change, or a negative change. What can we do right now to make things a little tiny bit better? Well, I can take my teacup and I can go wash it, right? Put it away. I can make my bed. I can take a shower, right? I can do something to organize my desk. Yeah. I can have a glass of water. I can get up and take a walk around the house. I can get up in between readings and do some jumping jacks or some squats here in the studio between readings, right? There's always something we can do. These are little micro goals. Micro goals. What can I do right now that will be a positive change in my environment, in myself, or in my environment, right? Again, there's really no difference. And what that does is that gives us a little dopamine hit. Gives us a little bit of that water that we need. We don't have any water here. You need that dopamine hit. You need something to feel good about. Let's do a little something right now. Maybe you're thinking, well, I'll turn off this tarot reading. Don't do that. As good as that might sometimes feel, right? But what can we do? Or maybe not what can you do. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? That's something I don't often ask you. Are you sitting down? Are you walking? Are you driving? Are you thinking? Are you playing games? Are you scrolling? Are you meditating? Are you washing dishes? Are you exercising? What can we do right now, these micro goals? And not just right now, but all throughout the day, all throughout every day of our lives, every moment, in thought, word, and deed. What can I do right now that's going to be a positive effort? What can I do right now that's going to give me a little hit of the water energy? We don't have any. We need some. A little hit of that dopamine, a little hit of that reward. Well, I can get up and I can, clean my teacup and put it away. That'll feel good. I mean, it's not going to be a huge win, right? But it's going to be a little bit. And that little bit, that little hit of dopamine is going to give me a little bit more confidence. It's going to give me a little bit more of the fire energy. It's going to give me a little bit more, adrenaline. It's going to fire me up a little bit more. I'm saying, okay, what else can I do? And that's going to grow. That's going to compound. And pretty soon, we're making our dreams come true. We have to start small. We have to take care of these little things. Take care of the pennies. The pounds will take care of themselves. These little micro goals, they all add up. It's one drop in the bucket until the bucket is full. How do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time. How do you drink the ocean? Well, don't do that. Maybe bad analogy. But the idea here is that we don't have any water energy, but we need it. And how can we do that? Well, let's think in real time. What goal can I accomplish right here, right now? That's going to take 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 minutes even. We have a checklist. We have a huge to-do list. Maybe we start with the easy stuff. And that's why, when you're taking a test or an exam, they say, go through, do the easy questions first. And everybody thinks, well, yeah, that's so you can devote all the extra time to those really hard questions, right? Well, yeah, that's true too. But also, getting all the easy stuff first gives you that boost of adrenaline, of dopamine, and you feel like, I got this, I could do this. You get to those hard questions and you're like, all right, give me your best shot, quiz, Gives you that boost of confidence. And sometimes, as we see with the Emperor, sometimes just believing in ourselves and having this I can do it attitude is enough to really do it. Okay? And so we're making changes here. And how do you transform the world? How do you really make those long-term changes, gradual changes over time into the foreseeable future, into the infinite future, even the unforeseeable one? How do I change the world, i.e. myself? How do I change reality? How do I transform? Well, it's a little bit at a time. Everybody wants these big overnight tower moments where suddenly I'm on a new level, right? And that's what we think. We think this, wow, they just break through success, overnight success. We see artists and all these people. Overnight success, wow. No, there's a lot that went into that. There's a lot that goes into that overnight success. There's years of struggle. And it's one by one, drop by drop, bite by bite, eating away at something until we get there. And that's how our dreams come true. That is destiny. That is fate. Not just kind of waiting around thinking, eventually I have my opportunity to really hit the big time. I don't want all those minor acting roles. I don't want to do all the commercial work. I'm waiting for the big Hollywood motion picture, right? I'm going straight to the Walk of Fame here, right? That's what we want, but we don't see, and I guess sometimes we do because we'll watch old commercials on YouTube, right? You ever do that? It's so fun. You watch these old commercials on YouTube and you see all these actors and actresses that we recognize from today, but it was 30 years ago when they were just a baby in the commercial, that they've been working for a long, long time, and they've been putting in that work, and they've been struggling, right? So sometimes those micro goals, those micro accomplishments, the feeling we get checking stuff off our checklist, oh, that feels good. I do all these little things, I get them done. I feel like I can do anything now, and that's our Emperor energy. And you've got this. You've got this feeling. Now, the universe card behind you. What is this world that you're trying to transform? What changes are you trying to make? What transformation are you really striving for? And we've got to know that. Okay? This was yesterday's reality. Today's reality is different. Tomorrow's reality will be different. In this relative, interactive, dualistic way. Okay? The ultimate reality that's not what we're talking about. Okay, that's a different video. Now, this is our perceived reality. We want to change it. We want to make transformations. We want growth. We want success. We want our dreams to come true. We have to be able to identify those. We have to have a sense of purpose. Otherwise, we're out here in space, floating around in zero gravity. We don't know which way is up. We have no direction. We might as well be the fool in the universe, right? Alpha and Omega. We need to have a goal in mind. The fool needs a purpose. The fool needs a destination. We need to have a vision. What is the reality that you want? Okay? And I think this is that vision. This is that fire energy of that Ace of Wands. Realize that we are the Emperor, and we hold the wand of power. It's within our power, our spiritual power, to control our destiny, control our fate, to manifest our dreams, to change our reality. We've got to have the vision. We've got to be able to take this infinite universe and hold a torch to it, to see what's there, to see what it looks like. This is your spiritual vision. This is the power of sight, spiritual sight. Okay. And I think you are someone with a vision. You know what the world is that you want. And so we have a lot of fire energy here. So I don't think I'm telling you anything that you don't already know. I think I'm reminding you of how much power you can generate in your life by doing the right thing, but the small things right now that you can check off your list to help build up your Emperor energy. This is something beneath the surface, needs to come to the foreground. It needs to come up to your conscious awareness that you are the Emperor. And then this Death card becomes a slow and gradual change over time that you are witnessing, that you are causing. You're able to nudge the river a little bit. Yeah. Now with the Death card, it's kind of like, well, this is the inevitable change of the world that we have no say over. Well, you can be a co-creator with death. The Death card is the power of change. It's usually gradual change over time. But it is the fundamental force of the universe. Maybe all this fire energy, we're speeding it up a little bit. How do you do that? Micro accomplishments. To get that hit of the water energy, and that is more fuel for the fire. Okay? Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's totally free, really supports the channel, me and my family, and I appreciate that. All right. Your general energy is the pressure cooker. You feel the pressure building up inside of you. I feel like, and it's not just gas, right? It's sort of a sense of urgency. It's gradually, it's like building up. Something's got to give, something's got to change, something has to happen. Make it happen through those small accomplishments, those small goals, the things that we can do right now that'll take 5 minutes. It doesn't even have to be related to your ideal world. Who cares if I wash my teacup and put it away? It'll feel good. That's it. It'll feel good, and you're aware that the right mixture here is fire and water. The right recipe of fire and water together keeps the engine running. It's kind of like a carburetor. You got to have the right air-fuel mixture, but this is fire-water mixture, right? That we need that adrenaline, but we need that dopamine to help fuel the adrenaline, and we get powerful. We feel like we can do anything, and indeed, we can. So do those little things. They're positive things. Again, don't forget your 3 of Wands, the virtue. They're not neutral and they're not negative. They're positive things in the right direction, like washing your teacup, putting your dishes away, making your bed, washing your hair, right? Things like this that aren't maybe directly related to the goal or the dream you're trying to manifest, but they feel good. They feel good and they are good. Those are the criteria, and that helps to build up this momentum. And pretty soon, the wheel starts turning, and we got that wheel with the 3 becoming a 4 of Wands, right? The wheel is starting to turn, and things are going faster and faster, and pretty soon, that boulder is rolling itself up the hill, right? And now, in terms of your environment and your relationships, we have a fixed air energy, the Prince of Swords. It could be an Aquarius person in your life. All right? And maybe you should watch the Aquarius reading, actually. I think it might apply to you as well. But I feel that this is this is a commitment. This is a promise almost. This is not a wishy-washy mind. This is a mind that is fixed on the goals, fixed on this. See, the 2 is kind of a decision. The 2 is trying to make a difference between this thing and this thing. Which way do I want to do? How do I want to do it? This is just saying, I don't have any thoughts in my head. I have maybe one thought, and I'm fixed on this belief, and maybe it's a belief in ourselves, right? And if we fix our mind on this idea, then we can do those step-by-step things, those little small accomplishments, and start checking things off our to-do list. Put obvious things on your to-do list. Wake up. All right, well, I checked that off the box already today. All right, I'm already on a roll. Drink some water. Breathe. Use the bathroom, right? Wash your hands. Brush your teeth. All these things that you're going to do anyway. Put them on your list just so you can see them getting checked off. And that's going to give you that hit of that water energy, that dopamine hit, right? And it's going to feel good. You're going to do it anyway. Why not do it in a way that is conscious and mindful so you get that reward, you get that satisfaction, and it feels good. Otherwise, we wake up, we breathe, we use the toilet, we brush our teeth anyway. And we don't really pay much attention to it. Pay attention to it. And use it to stimulate this fire, this fuel for you. All right? And now we see the 5 of Wands in the position of the fear, worry, the concern. All right? And maybe this is a worry about our own momentum, about our own capabilities, about our own strength. This is the card of fighting, right? It's the card of fighting. Now, it seems we're going, well, that's kind of fun. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then rolling back to a 5. I think the 5 might be a very good card here, because what it shows is that, you know, I said the boulder might start rolling itself up the hill, right? But really, it's going to take a continued effort. We've got to keep doing this to keep pushing this, right? So we're going from a 3 to a 4. And that really, think of that as checking things off your list. Going from a 3 to a 4, a 3 to a 4, a 3 to a 4. And we have to be in control of our effort and our energy and how hard we push. This is using the knob on the stove. This is your ability to push down on the accelerator pedal or let off the gas, right, in order to keep things going. And we have to be able to do that. This is what we need. We need the control over our fire energy. Otherwise, a raging fire just gets out of control. This boulder starts taking off on its own. It's going to smash a bunch of things, right? We've got to stay in control. We've got to know how to turn it down a little bit. Okay? We got to know that too much effort, well, we have to take the pause. We have to run, but we have to rest. We have to go to the gym and work out, but then we've got to recover. Okay? Because we need to feel that water energy. Otherwise, we get so wrapped up in all this fire, and we forget about the other side of it, which is you need the rest, you need that feel-good energy, you need that dopamine hit. Okay? Otherwise, we're just out here on a rampage. So again, it kind of goes back to the balance of the Temperance card. We need both sides of it. We need the right mixture. Sometimes you got to let off the gas. Yeah. This is really stunning energy. A lot of fire, right? And I think that we're able to look at the fire energy in the right way and understand that we've got to have a little bit of that alternation so we can get that water energy in. And the way we sustain the fire is by bringing in some water, by allowing ourselves to feel that water energy, setting ourselves up for the big wins, by focusing on the little wins. Waking up, check. Brush your teeth, check. Those are little wins, right? And use them. Use them consciously to motivate ourselves, to build up our energy, to get the engine going. Let's look at our mystery card. Please be water energy, right? Please be water energy. If you have a prediction for this, please put it in the comments down below. Let's see. Well, King of Pentacles. It's earth energy. But that, I think, is good because now we're seeing sort of things being built up. The King of Pentacles is, in the Thoth deck, it would be the Prince of Pentacles, which I always call the builder. This is the builder. This is the one that's doing this function, working in this manner, and things are building up. Life is changing. We see the progress. We're witnessing the buildings coming up and the landscape changing, and we're seeing it. Because perhaps we're accelerating it. Our fire, our efforts are making things happen faster. See, what you're doing is really helping nature. You're helping the fundamental force of the universe. The change that's happening anyway, you're just making it happen faster. You're acting as a co-creator with the universe. This is the card of the builder. Yeah. And now you're right there with Spirit building this life. It's not the water energy. Not yet. Maybe in the extended. We're going to do a hexagram from the Jing. We'll do some other oracle cards. It's going to be a great time. Click on the link in the corner here. There's also a link down below. New readings for Pisces, Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.